One thing I know is a who getting ready to be on. I know a plotting, suspicious a mile away. Now that I have watched the first episode of the show, I cannot believe the show I was hearing conservatives were shocked to find out was political and not on their side. I mean, I must see the show so anti-police, I thought I write the script. I was like, are you all missing it? Y'all ain't seeing it? Like, isn't it? I feel like, you know what's upsetting? I had heard, I don't know nothing, but I had just heard from my friends who watched The Boys that this last season was super on the nose and that people was mad because it was too on the nose. And I was like, I feel like they probably figured they had to make it on the nose, like dead on the nose, because it was on the nose from the jump. And if people was dumb enough to not see that they're trying to say, look, we is live in a police state where we is give plenty money to the police for their propaganda and for police brutality and hiding things for them and then claiming that they's heroes and protect and serve. So now we have superheroes. And you see how it's the same? You see? I mean, like, y'all can't be serious. The whole first episode is about one of the damn superheroes killing an innocent person and then being able to get away with it, and you can't sue, you can't have them charged because they're protected the same way that the police is protected. I mean, I say Lord. Anyway, let's run it back. First of all, it all takes place in New York City, and I like that, doesn't it always, right? Like, first thing I see is NYPD cars. So that it opens up with these two little boys having a debate about the superheroes, who harder, the deep or translucent, right? And then all of a sudden, all these cars come rushing through the street, and then one of the superheroes, Queen Maeve, like literally just her whole body breaks, just stops the truck so that the criminals don't get away. And then Homelander appears and just murks the in the street. And then they're like, oh, see, superheroes saved the day. All right. Then when we next see, we're introduced to Hughie, who is one of our protagonists. Hughie works at a little tech store. He's trying to work up the nerve, ask his boss for a raise, but his boss ain't on his run, and Hughie little pussy, so Hughie is like, ah. And then his girlfriend Robin comes to the store. She ready for them to go out. They walking down the street. They talking about their future and their plans together. She's like, listen, you need to work up the nerve to ask this man for a raise. Like, you know, we planning to move in together. We can't just keep being at your daddy's house. I busted my ass in school so that we could have a life together. And I'm sitting right here like this, right? Like just like this, and quick as that. When I look, they holding hands. This gal is just blood in the street. I say, oh shit, oh they killer. A-Train, superhero, black guy, this man running so fast, he run right through the gal.
I really miss my nigga.
And you know what I think is offensive? He run through the gal. He running so fast. He run through her, kill her. And then he stops to look at her man, who gal he just murdered, to say, oh, I can't stop. You stop? But if you didn't keep running, he probably wouldn't even know what happened. He wouldn't have known what happened. You couldn't stop to not murder her, but you could stop to look at her man like, I can't stop. I say, oh my God, what is... Like, from that moment, I was like, okay, I'm locked in. I sit up. So in the next scene, we meet Starlight. Her name is Annie. Starlight is a superhero name, child. We meet her basically in the yard training to be a superhero. Then the next thing we see her, she's auditioning. She in her costume, and she's like, oh, all I ever wanted to do was save people. I wanted to save the world. My mommy wanted me in pageants and stuff. But when they'd ask me what I wanted to be, I was just like, I want to save the world. And they were laughing. But it was so serious. This wasn't no laughing matter. I want to save the world. And I was like, dog, this Reese with a spoon knockoff gal. Like, I over it. I was like, babe, you was a corn bucket, babe. Like a corn bucket. Anyway, and her power is she's light. She's like, oh, don't stare at me. I might burn up the place. But yeah, she auditioning to be in the 7. That's her dream. She want to be a part of the 7. So the 7 is this world's Avengers. Now, when we next see Hughie, Hughie just come from his girlfriend funeral. His daddy could plop down next to him in the kitchen, plop down next to him on the couch. Like, you know, that was a nice service. Robin had a nice service, you know. But, you know, people really cared about her. You know, that's nice. It's really, you know, the food was good. You know, they had brisket. That's good. Meanwhile, Hughie's sitting there like traumatized. Like, my boy been in a state of trauma this whole time. And as he's sitting there, A-Train got pay on the news talking about like, oh, Sorry to that woman. He was like, oh, I had to stop. I was stopping a bank robbery, so I couldn't stop, and she was in the street. Like, y'all wasn't in nobody's street. Y'all on the curb, this man run through her. And he was just like, you know, as a hero, I have to do heroly things. Like, there was no remorse. I say, gee. And then, as though he ain't already, like, just barely thwarting off this panic attack, the lawyer gonna show up at this house, and the lawyer's like, listen. So that wasn't even your wife. Like, let's keep it real. I wasn't even your wife. So when you really think about it, us even coming here to offer you anything, good. We so good, we don't even have to do nothing. So if you could take this $45,000, sign your name right here, carry a big honey, and don't never mention this again, that would be straight. and Hughie's like, what? Y'all believe these people only offer him $45,000 for turning his gal into an amoeba in the middle of the street? I say they offensive. They offensive bad. And Hughie picture himself freaking out. He's seeing himself really bug out, curse him out. Like, y'all ain't even say sorry. Y'all talking about, oh, your regrets, all this and the next thing. No, like, say sorry for killing my gal. You murder my gal. Get out my house. But he ain't do none of that, because, like, I want to remind you, Hughie is pussy. So instead, he say he need time to think about it, and the man gone. When we next see Starlight, she in the kitchen, dead depressed, because she just sure she ain't get the job. And then quick as that, her mommy pick up the phone, and it's the people offering her the job, and they dead hype. Then when we next go back to my boy Hughie is on a roll. He's like, listen, the superheroes are like cops, so we can't actually have them charged for anything that they do on the job, but maybe I could sue them for wrongful death if I get a family to sign off. And then his daddy, like the king of bitch assness, his daddy was like, good for you, I know you want to make things right, but you can't, so cheapest you sign right here so we can get the money, and you ain't see me broke it, we need this. And Hughie can't even believe this. He looking at his daddy like, are you serious? And his daddy was like, dog, are you serious? We broke. Not, you know how much money it would cost to fucking like fight this case? He's like, and on top of that, even if you had the money for a lawyer to fight this case, you don't have the heart, you pussy. And as his son is like, he's like, no, but it's okay though. I pussy too. So at least we could both be pussies with $45,000. I say, dog, if these are the fathers they have in the home, cheapest you be absent, pussy. Now, when we next see Starlight is on the red carpet. She feeling that good, like she finally make it, dog. She arrived. When she get in the place, we see the lady that's the head of this industry. So what we realize is called Vought Industries, where they have plenty superheroes. The 7 is the main, that's the Avengers, but they have 200 plus superheroes. So it's this lady, she up there talking about branding opportunities, marketing and this, because you know she making all the money, all the cake, all the moolah, alone bub off these brand deals and all these superheroes, right? Which again is not different than how the police are in real life. Like, you walk through the same way, all kind of NYPD gay and thing in the airport, child. Listen, so she talking all about how every city should have we could have a crime-free future if you a superhero for your city, blah blah blah. And that's basically what she's be doing. She's be branding and picking superheroes that she could sell to cities for plenty money. But anyhow, she's like, she brings out the Deep. Now the Deep comes out, and it's Chase Crawford, that's his real name, but also Chase from Gossip Girl. And if you was a real old lad like me who used to like shit kind of foolishness when I was 13, you know him from The Covenant. That's what I originally know him from, which was a flop, but it was a flop that I loved. He come out, so they bring him out, he's the Deep, to introduce Starlight, right? And he basically is like, oh, the lamplighter was a terrible name. Like, it's like the lamplighter is who was retiring, and she replacing the lamplighter. So you see it, they replaced the lamplighter with Starlight. It's like, oh my god, I can't even believe y'all let a name the lamplighter be on these names. Actually, let's talk about it. Like, I don't know who was in charge of coming up with the names of the superheroes for the 7, but they're whack. Like the Deep, Translucent, Lamplighter, A-Train, Queen Maeve, Homelander is like Homeland Security. Lord, terrible, garbage, trash. Shoots, Digimon could have do better. This is terrible. But anyway, he started giving the speech about how, oh, you know, Lamplight is retiring, and so now he's introducing Starlight, right? Starlight dead excited. By the way, they was talking about how Starlight is already a hit she's already a hit with conservatives. There's like, oh, she's a hit with conservatives and Midwesterners, and of course she is. I told y'all she's very much so giving knockoff Reese Witherspoon and like, what was it? Was it American Sweetheart? It was called like Sweet. Yeah, I think that was the name of the movie or something like that. Sweet Home Alabama. That's what it was. That's what it's given. And she's all right. All right, so when we next see Hughie, my boy going to the bodega, he's stressed out, right? Because remember, he just learned that his daddy is a bitch ass. So now he going to go get some bail. He going to the bodega to get some bail. And quick as that, A-Train face on the bail, A-Train face on the cereal. He get to the counter, A-Train face on the magazine, the bodega. My boy have a whole panic attack, fallout. We next see Starlight and the Deep. Chase, bitch ass. I could call him. I could call him Chase. Chase is showing Starlight around the place. And let me tell you just something. I know a predator when I see one. Listen, let me tell you something. As a 31-year-old woman, one thing I know is a who getting ready to be on. I know a plotting, suspicious a mile away. Let me tell you, as somebody who could give a last who knew on the job whether or not you see the place around, I say, what this white man taking time, I sure they have welcome tour at the damn job. I sure there's people to show her around. With this man all late at night, he coming to come show her the headquarters, and as she like, oh my god, you don't understand, this is all I ever dreamed for. I used to pray for times like this to rhyme like this. Like that's how my girl up there, like she dead starstruck. And this one I already knew. I was like, everything about him was given this a predator and a slime. But the minute he say this, when she say oh, you know, I used to dream about this, about being here, and he goes, yeah, on my first day I felt like such a fraud too. I say, oh, anytime a man with some power go out of his way to try to make you feel like, oh, I relate to you. I too feel imposter syndrome. I say, I've seen this game before. This about to drop he draws. I know it, okay? And then I really didn't know it, because the immediate thing he say after that was, oh, I bet you probably had Homeland on your wall when you were growing up. Because you see, he want to make it seem like, oh, I too am like the underdog here, you know what I mean? Like, we relate. Twinsies, like, oh, I bet you had Homeland on the wall because he's the big man. See me? I small and unassuming and unintimidating and good, you know, just like you. And quick as that, she, like I say, girl, keep your head in the game. You don't know what these say. I backed him at this point, and she's like, no, actually, I didn't have Homelander. He's kind of like Jesus, you know? I had you. Like, I had kind of a crush on you. And quick as she said that, he was like, oh, you had a crush on me? Oh, well, why not suck some dick? Why not suck some dick tonight? Man, draws down. Immediately, my girl goes to go leave. Like, my girl is floored. She could go leave. And this man, like the full-blown predator he is, he was like, oh, but I ain't even trying. He was like, I ain't even want to laugh. I can't even laugh. The mom was like, I ain't even trying to have sex. I just trying to get some head. He's like, you ain't want to give me no head? Oh, no, you ain't want to give me no head?
So no head?
Well, I'd be ashamed if you wasn't on the 7. It'd be a shame if you let all them people down and all your dreams and all of that. Because you see me, I know just moments ago I was trying to make you feel like, you know, I was small being. I actually am the second in charge. So I could get you fired, and I could tell him you attack me. See, look, because when my girl, rightfully so, realized that this sexual predator that just sexually harassed her and pull his dick out, she's a superhero. The bitch have powers, so she trip out, the things break. He say, oh, see, I can say you attack me. I say, Lord. So he tell her, he say, listen, give me 3-4 minutes ahead tops, and you can keep your dreams. So tearfully, my girl, I say, Lord, this man ain't even let us, he ain't even let her do her first work day before he sexually assault her. I say, this man, they gotta kill him, you know. He have to die, you know. All right. Justice won't be served till he's dead. So when we next see Hughie, he's at the store when comes true name Billy Butcher. Let me tell you what he named now. Billy Butcher come in like, hey, listen, I know that they kill your gal, and I know you ain't take the money, so come be a part of a plan with me. And he would go with him walking at first, and then he's like, you know, Actually, no, you know. You kind of weird. You have a funny accent. You dress like a vampire. We in the middle of the road. Hughie follows Butcher into the street, you know, and they having a conversation, and Butcher's explaining to him, listen, what happened to your gal? Like, dying unique. The superheroes actually be killing mad people. Hundreds of people is lose their life to collateral damage to what the police is sorry, I say the police because it's the same. Because it's the same. Hundreds of people is lose their life every year to collateral damage to what the superheroes is be doing. Just like a white person. Here go, it's funny, right? Because it is be like white people live such a different world that even when they start to, like, when they first start to get evidence that, like, things ain't what they were told it was, they still can't believe it, because Hughie could be like, what? There's no way. We'd be hearing, people would be screaming bloody murder everywhere. We would hear about that. Didn't they just offer you a NDA? Like, why are you acting like you wasn't just offered a NDA and $45,000? Like, you think you was the only broke bitch that need to take some money? Okay. He acted stupid. And Butcher is like, listen, people don't know because people don't want to know. They want to believe in they superheroes. They want to believe that they're superheroes swooping out the sky, making everything good and saving and investing in that or whatever and blah, 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 which is exactly how the people is give it up about the police. So Butcher is like, listen, come with me. Come be a part of this plan to get some revenge. Like, you need to get some revenge. Let's get A-Train good for true and truly get justice for your gal. And Hughie is like, no, you know. No. And Butcher was basically like, what do you have to lose that you ain't already lost? Ain't you just had to clean your bitch up off the street? Like, are you busy doing something else? So Hughie goes with him, and then from there, Butcher takes them to a superhero sex club, right? And it's all the superheroes in there doing sex. Like, doing freaky, hey, freaky ass, hey. And you know what's funny? This show is, I really find it funny that there was anybody that didn't understand what this show is about, because literally they show, like, they say, oh, there's a gay superhero there doing, like, or there's a superhero there doing gay stuff, and they're like, yeah, isn't that guy like always outspoken against gay stuff? And they're like, yeah. And I'm like, y'all get it? Like, the Republicans and the conservatives and the police and them, y'all see all that? You'll get it. But apparently this is the superhero sex club because it's the only one place where the superheroes could go do their nasty stuff without the paparazzi there. So Butcher takes them to go see the security footage, and they see footage of A-Train from last night, and A-Train is literally there, like, cracking jokes with another superhero about how he was running so fast. He run through old girl and kill her, and he's like, I run so fast, I taste her molar, I swallow a molar, and they fucking big cackling. And Huey's like, well, mother's sick. Mommy next sees Starlight. She's throwing up because, again, she was literally just like she was just sexually assaulted. Like, so my girl Starlight is throwing up, and then she comes out of the bathroom. Queen Maeve see her, and Queen Maeve was like, for God's sakes, clean yourself up. Don't ever let them see you like this, which is clear that, like, so that lets us know that this is a thing. All these do that, and they do that to these gals, all of them that come through there, and this is just the culture of the place, like the police force. It's crazy, right? Because gals like that, like, and I'm like, I'm sure in Queen Maeve, like, in some weird place in her mind, that's some kind of solidarity, like, I teaching you to be strong so you could hang at this place. It's like silliness. So then we see, so Queen Maeve leaves, and then we see Translucent appear because his nasty ass is being the bathroom. In order for his powers to work, his skin made of carbon. We hear him say it on Jimmy Fallon. His nasty asses have to be naked to make himself invisible, and so he just be standing up, being a creep show in the bathroom. Weirdo. And speaking of them being weirdo, Huey's like, so to Butcher, like, so all these is just freaks like this, they just a bunch of freaky ass. And Butcher's like, yeah, everybody but Homelander, you know, he's the only one who ain't like that. You know, he don't drink, he don't smoke, he don't be at the sex club, he's a saint. And I was just like, you have to be a dumb Jimmy dummy. Like, imagine, let me tell you something. There's no way I could hear that there's an organization with 200 and 199 is freaky ass frogs. But you think the main in charge of them ain't the freakiest frog of all? You's ass. You is ass. Just me. I say, okay. Just because you ain't catch him, just because he ain't doing this freaky ass frog shit in front of you, don't mean he ain't doing it. Oh, but Butcher and Hughie are talking, and Butcher shows him some files that basically let him know, listen, that A-Train was lying. He was not saving no, stopping no bank robbery at the time he killed your gal. It wasn't no bank robbery happened. Nobody was booked at central booking for that, but that was running dead fast, right? So what was he running to? What was he hiding? Why he couldn't stop? And so Hughie's like, all right, boom, I'm fine, I'm in it. What's the plan? And Butcher's like, I want you to accept the settlement. I want you to tell him you'll accept it, but only with an apology from A-Train, and that he needs to come give you the apology to his face so I could give you a bug and you could bug the place. Hughie is like, pick me, question. Who the f you think I is? Did you not just pick me up from like a knockoff Best Buy? Like, why? I look like James Bond to you, eh? And Butcher was like, yeah. Then when we next see this lady Madeline, the lady who she's the head of art industry, she is meeting with the Baltimore mayor. Child, Lord, let me don't even raise my blood pressure up and I'll upset myself. So let me get through this place, and because I don't feel like being an intellectual and getting mad and giving y'all an analysis. That's not what we do over here on OlurinattiPOP. But they try to make me, because this gal sitting here she negotiating, she making a pitch to the mayor of Baltimore. She's like, listen, y'all need a superhero. Y'all crime rate is up 60-something% because the police aren't solving cases. And that's some police ain't solving cases, but we should all just keep putting more money into policing, and now let's add to superheroes. Okay. She's like, the crime rate is up. Police ain't solving cases. Y'all need a superhero. Let me now present to you Nubian Prince. I said, Lord, don't cause me trip out. She's like, let me present to you Nubian Prince. He represents your target demographic because he's black. You get it? Like, because the people in Baltimore are black. So, he's black like them. He's not too militant. So the conservatives and the white people, they still love him too. You could get him for a nice $300 million. I say, babe. Dog, a 3-year contract for $300 million paid to have this superhero. And the guy was like, we could do him for $200 million. And she was like, no, the guy was like, wasn't he in Detroit? You see that? You see what y'all see it, right? Okay. I say, and ooh. I have so much. It's me trying not to. Like, let me stay away from. It was like, was he in Detroit? Oh, he could come to y'all now. And she's like, and he's like, okay. Well, he was like, yeah, we want him, but let's do 200 million. And she was like, no, we have Atlanta waiting in the wings. Atlanta. And conveniently in real life, y'all know they building the cop city in Atlanta. And it's Atlanta's black mayor, Atlanta's black council. Anyway, child. Anyway, y'all see, okay. Funny enough, they're trying to build a cop city in Atlanta and in Baltimore. I think it's like, right now they in a million. I think they commit like $1 billion or something to try to build in prisons. And anyway. So the guy is like, oh, I want it for 200. And she's like, no, baby, it's 300 or we can go to Atlanta. And he was like, no, you can give me it for 200. And she's like, and why is that? He's like, I've heard about Compound V. So apparently, obviously, there's some big scandal. Her damn the seven was out here doing, clearly, we don't know what yet, but degenerate stuff. And clearly the name of it is Compound V, is clearly very terrible. Can't get out. And she was like, listen, whatever you've heard, that's a lie. The price will remain at $300 million. When we next see Starlight, she's on the phone trying to tell her mommy that she got sexually assaulted on the job, but her mommy too busy being like, oh, child, I was telling the people you thought your child was shit, but my child, superhero. So then Starlight was like, I guess I won't tell her. So then you see Starlight on the bench having like a little bit of a crisis. She in a daze. Hughie sitting on the same bench. They end up talking to each other, and like without directly saying what their problems is, Starlight basically was like, something happened to me, and all I could hear was my mommy being like, just keep smiling. The show must go on. And so she didn't fight back, and now she realized, and she ain't who she thought she was. She's somebody who don't fight back. So then Hughie give her all kind of little inspiring speeches about how Robin was fearless and all of this, and so that he hype up, and so she's like, oh, I gonna get him back. She done hype to get Chase back. And so then they introduce each other to say these characters now have a rapport, a friendship somewhere in the verse, you know. And then we next see Hughie calling the lawyers to let him know, like, I'll accept the settlement, but I need an apology from A-Train straight, like, face to face. And the lawyer's like, you know, you can do that, right? And he's like, I'm telling you, that's what I need. I need the closure. And so the lawyer say, okay, we can see. And he hang up. And then let me tell you, we see Starlight having her first meeting. She goes to her first meeting. Homelander standing up. Homelander is like, oh, you ain't gonna be late to your first meeting. I have a speech prepared. And she's like, oh, I'm sorry, sir. He was like, oh, don't call me sir. Homelander will do. So, and then quick as that, yo, Chase is a real piece of shit. Like, they really have to kill this. Like, they have to kill him. They have to kill him. Because it ain't good enough that he done actually assault this gal. He could then say, oh, we didn't know if you was gonna show up, you know? This job can be a lot to swallow. I say, but this she better, let me tell you something. I could not have powers. And imagine, like, I can't imagine having superhero powers and being obsessed with wanting to work for the government, wanting a government job. And this ain't a government job technically because it's a private industry, but it's the same thing, right? They're just paid higher for the government. They ain't nothing more but glorified police with a private contract. But I'm just, and also what makes Starlight so corny, I forget, earlier when she was talking to Chase before he sexually assaulted her, and he was showing her around the room, and she was talking about, oh, how she used to dream for this, and he was telling her like what kind of technology was available, and she was like, oh my god, I had to use my own like police scanner I got off eBay. And I was just like, oh, hell no, man. You working overtime to be the ops? Like, you was just aspiring to be the broke ass ops? Like, I say, wait, like, I don't get that. You have powers, go be powerful. You won't go be a I'm like, I that don't make no sense. I have big powers and I letting the I could up stress me anyway, because I want to keep this little job. Like, you in the days of superhero, like, why you don't go make your own thing? If you was a superhero, you have superpowers, you have social media in the current world, you don't think you could go be famous and go be a big thing all on your own? Anyways, babe, dreaming small. Like I say, Starlight has now found her voice because of that conversation she had with Hughie. So she let him know. She do her eyes at him. What about us to let him know, like, going no I have something for your ass and my worm in his jail. Like, yeah. And then you see Translucent over there screaming and carrying on. But oh my god, they pirated my movies. They selling unlicensed merchandise. Oh, we losing $1 billion every year in copyright infringement. That's money coming out of our pocket. Oh, Homelander's like, oh my god, let's please not fight over nickels in front of a girl. You see, fight over nickels. $1 billion, fight over nickels, because that's how much money they giving this child. So Hughie goes to the VOD Industries, right? Like, VOD Industries said the 7 headquarters in order for A-Train to give him this apology in person, right? A-Train is a real piece of shit, babe. I hate having to not like a black man who is handsome like this, babe. I can't stand it because he annoyed. I'm like, A-Train come in the room like, A-Train come in the room like this. A-Train come in the room like this, like, oh, sorry about your gal. We good? That's how that was like A-Train come in there like he wanted to say to Hughie, this, you still crying about this bitch? You ain't find you a new bitch yet, pussy? Like, that's like, I was like, oh my god, babe, like, the f. And so that's how he was. Hughie was real proud of himself that he resisted having a panic attack, and he just looked the nigga in his eye and he was like, everything cool, we get it, you saving lives and blah 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 blah. Like, he put on a little performance. So then he goes to the bathroom with the listening device, because remember, he's supposed to, the plan is supposed to be that he gonna sign the settlement, and while he's signing the settlement, put the listening device under the table. So he goes to the bathroom, he drops the listening device because he's a pussy. let me stop doing Hughie like that because I love him, but that is why he be nervous. He dropped the listening device, so it kind of slide from underneath the stall, so like where you could see it in the main thing. And then Annie did Starlight come into the bathroom for a little bit. She didn't see him. When she leave, he was able to pick up the listening device and leave the bathroom to go put it under the table. But what he didn't see was freaky ass nigga Translucent was there naked in the bathroom again, just watching people. So he saw all of this. So when we next see Hughie, he's at the tech store as the place is closing up. The owner leaves, and as the door is supposed to be closing behind the owner, it don't close. And immediately, I know you see somebody come, someone has come in, like the door has stopped, but you don't see nobody. I say, Translucent come. And Translucent did come. And Translucent come with the listening device, like, guys, see this? Who the are you? Stop beating this ass. Stop up the store, carrying on bad on big murder time. And then quick as that, the butcher, because remember, listening device, butcher get at us, butcher come, and he drive right through the store. I say, Lord, you ain't got no job. No more job. And they done broke. You know you gotta be broke when your daddy think $45,000 is a reasonable amount of money for your gal's death. Like, if y'all don't go get these rich for more money than that. Anyways, he drive into the store and drive into Translucent, and he figure he pick up a hammer and a crowbar and think he coming to come beat Translucent. He tell Hughie to run, and I just was thinking to myself, like, Butcher was like, come here, you invisible but I was like, you feel confident you can go an invisible? Like, you do. I was like he told Hughie to run, like he got this. Like, he was so confident. I was like, you confidently think you go whoop the ass of an invisible superhero? I say, babe, man, have audacity, babe. Like, this ain't no, that right there is up with mystical thing, up there with mystical thinking he could fight the bear. I'm not, I say, Lord, men are unreal. He promptly starts getting his ass beat. Translucent starts beating his ass, getting the drop on him. So then Hughie spins around to come back and try to see how he can help some kind of thing. He starts using his blood, because Translucent isn't actually like invisible. Like, there's actual, properties to this or whatever, right? So Butcher starts using his blood to throw on him, so where you could kind of see an outline of him, so that he could, beat him and fight him some more. Eventually Hughie come from behind. Translucent had ripped the TV out the wall that he was controlling Hughie to kill him. That same wire from that, Hughie takes that wire and uses it to electrocute Translucent, and it kill him. They kill him. So immediately now Butcher's like, come help me, we gotta take this body. And he was like, we can't take this body. Oh my God, what you mean? Call the police. Oh my God, he attacked us. And Butcher was like, you think you don't know how life work or something, eh? You think you can kill this powerful, rich, famous, and everything could be cool? They could take your word from it. Come help me put this mother in the trunk. Hughie was like, you the FBI, why don't you just call the feds? It's him still thinking this the FBI. And Butcher was thinking the same thing, like, I'm not the FBI. Like, duh, he's not the FBI. You think that, like, listen to the first rant this man told you. This man came and contacted you and told you that the superheroes are treated and glorified under the name of, they saving crime, but they actually hurting and killing innocent people and able to get away with it, and that's wrong, and the police ain't shit and the police ain't helping either. And you thought he was a cop too? I see why you don't have nothing, because you don't think, dummy. I was like, I see why your bitch was the one in school. So then he finally gets sense, Mussy. And then when we next see the mayor of Baltimore is in the plane. So the mayor of Baltimore, Madeline, the head of art industries, that called the mayor of Baltimore back and say, actually, you right. Forget the 300 billion. We will do it for 200. We will do it for 230 million. Ain't no problem. And just keep that Compound V stuff to yourself. She was like, listen, it's all lies and slanderous, but you know how news is traveled. We wouldn't want anything negative getting out. And he was like, oh yeah, man, no man. Yeah, deal. He thought deal here. Soon as he signed that deal, my girl clearly called Homeland and them like, hey, we have a problem. Because the next thing you know, the man in the plane with his little son next to him, the little son look out the window, they see Homelander next to him, and he was like, oh daddy, Homelander, like, you know him? Were you friends with him? Homelander take his eye and burn that plane out the sky. I say, seems about right. Seems about right. I'm locked in. I'm in there. Y'all should subscribe to the Patreon. I put, for the people who want to hear me doing all my cursing, we put the uncensored versions of every recap on the Patreon. So do that.